Praised be Jesus and Mary. It was the deathbed confession of a dying servant that opened Father Vincent's eyes to the spiritual needs of the peasantry in France. This seems to have been the turning point in the life of a man from a small farm in France who had become a priest with little more ambition than just to have a comfortable life. It was the Countess de Gandy, whose servant he had helped, who persuaded her husband to support a group of zealous missionaries who would work among the poor and the country people in general. And Father Vincent was too humble to accept leadership at first, but after working for some time in Paris among the imprisoned galley slaves, he returned to be leader of what is now known as the Vincentians. These priests were to devote themselves entirely to the people in smaller villages and towns. Later, St. Vincent established confraternities of charity for the spiritual and physical relief of the poor and the sick of each parish. And from these, with the help of St. Louise, came the Daughters of Charity. And he organized the rich women of Paris to collect funds for his missionary projects, founded several hospitals, collected relief funds for the victims of war, and ransomed over 1,200 galley slaves from North Africa. He was very zealous in conducting retreats for clergy at a time when there was great laxity and abuse and ignorance among them. He was a pioneer in clerical training, was instrumental in establishing seminaries. St. Vincent was, by temperament, a very irascible person. Even his friends admitted it. He said that except for the grace of God, he would have been harsh and repulsive, rough and cross. But he became a very tender and affectionate man, very sensitive to the needs of others. Pope Leo XIII made him the patron of all charitable societies, and outstanding among these, of course, is the Society of St. Vincent de Paul, founded in 1833 by his admirer, Blessed Frederick Ozanam. St. Vincent once wrote in one of his letters, "Strive to live content in the midst of those things that cause you discontent. Free your mind from all that troubles you. God will take care of things. You'll be unable to make haste in this without, so to speak, grieving the heart of God, because he sees that you do not honor him sufficiently with holy trust. I beg you, and you will have the fulfillment of of what your heart desires. So no matter what imperfections we have, we can pray to St. Vincent de Paul to overcome them just as he did. Of course, not by our own efforts, but as he mentions, except for the grace of God.